Today I fucked up by letting my daughter wear her dress in the house. This happened yesterday, but the ramifications are ongoing. My daughter was being very helpful at daycare, so a teacher brought in a dress her kids had outgrown. My daughter was looking forward to wearing the dress and was so excited to wear it for church yesterday. After church, she wanted to continue to wear the dress around the house and I didn't see a problem with that. At this point, I'll add that my wife was out of town for the weekend, so it was just dad and the kids. It wasn't until later in the day that I realized the dress was shedding glitter. I had seen some glitter here and there, but I didn't notice how much glitter was being spread. At that point, my daughter had been all over the house and glitter was everywhere. I took the dress off, but the damage had been done. As soon as my wife got home, she noticed glitter and I told her about the dress. She has been a good sport about helping clean up the glitter, but she did let our daughter know that we'll have to buy a different dress. We both have the day off today, so we're spending it cleaning up the whole first floor of the house. TLR. I let my daughter wear her glittery dress around the house and now we're having to deep clean on our day off. Sure, outgrown. Glitter is banned in this house. There's always one incident. For us, it was the jar of glitter they were going to use with their slime making project. Never again. P.S. How did we get rid of the glitter? We moved. The cutest foo in history. Sucks about the glitter though. This delightful foo will be cherished with frequent reminders for years. We still see reminders of a similar foo after 2 moves across the country. It is a happy reminder of our now grown DTR. I've embraced the glitter. You can't defeat the glitter. Just accept the glitter. Ah, I see you figured out why glitter is called the herpes of the craft world. Today I fucked up by accidentally exposing my mom's secret family recipe to the entire extended family. So this happened last weekend and I'm still getting passive-aggressive texts from my mom about it. For context, my mom is obsessed with her secret family recipe for lasagna. She's been making it for decades and every holiday or family gathering, people rave about it. It's like her pride and joy. She always says she'll pass it down to me one day when I'm ready, but until then, it's locked away in her brain like the crown jewels. Anyway, last weekend we had a big family reunion at my aunt's house. My mom was busy with work that morning and asked me to bring the lasagna over since she made it the night before. No problem, right? Well, on the way there, I hit a pothole, thanks, city maintenance, and the entire tray of lasagna slid off the seat and onto the floor of my car. Total disaster. I panicked because this wasn't just any lasagna, it was the lasagna. So instead of calling my mom, because I knew she'd lose her mind, I decided to try and salvage things myself. I ran to the nearest grocery store, grabbed all the ingredients I could remember seeing her use over the years, and whipped up a new batch at my aunt's house before anyone arrived. Here's where things went south. Apparently, I nailed it. Like, too well. Everyone kept saying how this was the best version yet, and asking what mom did differently this time. My aunt even pulled me aside to say she overheard some cousins whispering that they thought I might have made it because mom never changes anything about her cooking. Feeling guilty but also kind of proud, oops, I admitted to my aunt what happened, and that's when she dropped the bombshell. Apparently, mom has been lying about this being a secret family recipe all along. Turns out she got it off some random food blog years ago but tweaked a couple of ingredients so no one would find out. Of course, word spread like wildfire through the reunion because no one in our family can keep their mouth shut for more than 5 minutes. By dinner time, everyone knew about the great lasagna scandal. My mom found out when someone jokingly asked if she'd be posting her family recipe online now that we all knew its origins. She gave me the look, you know the one, and hasn't spoken more than 2 words to me since Sunday except for sending texts like, hope you're happy. Honestly, I don't even know if I should apologize or just let this blow over. Too long did not read. Tried to save my mom's famous lasagna after ruining it in transit. Accidentally exposed her long-held secret that it wasn't actually a family recipe. Now half my relatives think I'm a culinary genius and mom won't talk to me. We have a bunch of family recipes that are just plainly taken from old cookbooks, food cans, magazines, blogs. If the results are great, where's the shame in sharing the sauce? My parents' cookbook literally has cutouts of other source material glued onto its pages. Honestly, you might have just done your mom a favor without realizing it. Now she doesn't have to stress about guarding the secret anymore. But seriously though, props for pulling off an emergency lasagna under pressure and fooling everyone into thinking it was hers. Tears of joy. Maybe next time you can teach her your version? This is AI, has all the classic tells. Like writing as if life is a quippy little stand-up comedy routine. Weird quotes. Plot holes. Just downvote it and move on. I can't stand people who pull the, it's my secret recipe, BS. It's food. You can't seriously be losing anything by sharing how to make it. Is your life so goddamn empty that you have to cling to this so that people will like you? I'm no professional myself, but I'm a pretty damn good cook. Anybody says they like something, I tell them how I do it. I share recipes all the time. Absolutely, go make it yourself. Go nuts. Enjoy. Tell me how it goes and let me know if you figured out how to do it better. I'll tell everybody else you figured it out. Exchanged a cold pre-made lasagna for a hot fresh made one? Moreover, you had time to put it all together between heading to your family's house and picking it up? What was that 5-minute lasagna recipe? I don't understand how you being able to replicate the recipe from the memory of watching your mom make it has anything to do with your aunt spreading the theory that your mom's recipe actually came from a food blog. Today I fucked up by telling my sister's fiancé something I wasn't supposed to know. Okay, so here's some context. My sister got engaged a few months ago to this really sweet guy who we all adore. A couple of weeks ago, I overheard her talking to our mom about how she wasn't sure if she wanted to go through with the wedding because she felt like they were rushing into things too quickly. She made me swear not to say anything, and I didn't, until yesterday. Her fiancé came over while she was out running errands, and we were just chatting casually when he asked me if I thought they were moving too fast. Without thinking, and because I'm apparently incapable of keeping secrets, I blurted out something like, "Well, you're not the only one who feels that way." His face dropped immediately. When my sister got back home later that day, he confronted her about what I said. Now they're having these long, serious conversations behind closed doors, and my sister is furious with me for opening my big mouth. I felt bad, but on the other hand that was my opinion and fear. Honestly, fair enough. I did have doubts about her engagement when her fiancé asked me for advice. Now their relationship might be in trouble. Too long did not read. Accidentally spilled the beans. Now I don't know what is going to happen. Your first sentence was okay. You just should have told him. This feels very rushed to me, and all would have been good, I suppose. Lol. You're justifying yourself. You didn't tell him how you feel. You told him how your sister felt. That's a huge difference. If you wanted to tell him how you felt, you would have said, "I feel like you're rushing into things," and not, "Someone thinks it's going too fast as well." Just face it, you spilled the beans. That's all there is to it. Next time tell what you really feel, not repeat something someone told you in confidence. Even if ultimately that was a good thing for them, that breach of trust is going to be hard to recover from. It feels rushed to me, but I'm not the person you should talk to about this. Ultimately they need to be having this conversation, not checking in with people outside the relationship. He could have been asking in good faith, but he also could have been trying to circuitously influence your sister's decision without having that direct conversation. Reminding him of that, in a way that doesn't break confidence, is really the way to go. My sister told me she'd rather marry her cat than her fiancé. That didn't pass my lips until after the divorce. If they just communicated with each other instead of other people, then this wouldn't have been a problem. While you should definitely keep things told to you in confidence, confidential, there are exceptions. I wouldn't say this is one of them. Them having long serious conversations about this is ultimately a good thing. I'm not saying pat yourself on the back or anything, but I wouldn't beat myself up about it too much if I were you.